just came across this yummylicious and vibrant looking fruit tart, which I immediately captured in my sketchbook in a very painterly way, with a brown pencil, and it looks very sketchy and browny and stuff. Yeah, that's the fruit tart you see right there, and let's get started. So this video, or like, it's gonna be like a very fun slash chill drawing session. Usually I draw a bunch of characters, but this time this grape was just too cool to miss out on this vibrant and cola candy looking grape. It's just really colorful, so since it's the highlight of the video, the show, and I just basically love how it looks, I started rendering the grape first, and there are two grapes on this tart, and this is the first one that I'm rendering right now, and soon I'm gonna start rendering it, which I'm doing right now. So actually in the beginning, if you saw, like, I tried to do this digitally. I don't have like a digital app or anything, but I just try to do it with the note app thingy I have, and it didn't work out. And there's nothing more satisfying than just leaving the digital thing there and just coming back to your sketchbook and trying to fill it up, and practice, and also just have fun with rendering this fruit tart, and like just really improve your art skills. And it's also a really great idea, especially if you're like an art block. It can really help you like just chillax and do something different, and it'll probably help you get back into what you were doing before. Like, I draw characters a lot, and recently, like a few weeks ago, I was in some serious art block, and I was just like, it's not about having ideas anymore. I just didn't want to draw. Because and that was frustrating, because deep down I loved art, but like I just didn't want to draw. So yeah, I feel like just switch up subjects. I used to draw characters a lot, so I just ended up painting a little flower in oil paints, and that did manage to help me like regain my love for art. So yeah, you guys should try out too, like just switch up your subjects and your style, or I don't know, whatever, and I'm pretty sure you'll be able to get out of it. So yeah, what happened right there was just I switched to painting. Also, this is another little trick. Okay, everybody listen up. Have you noticed the fact that I am not using watercolor paper right now? The paper doesn't exactly seem to tear. You know why? Because I just, like from my starting my new sketchbook video, I just realized that if you start painting with watercolors on top of like maybe 2 light layers of color pencil, it does manage to like prevent the watercolors from like completely sabotaging the page. So if you manage to get a bunch of pigments on and like get your watercolor painting or pigment on the paper within a few strokes, you will get a decent looking watercolor painting in your non-watercolor paper sketchbook. I hope that made sense. And we're gonna paint this little shiny raspberry right there behind the grape, and I'm just mixing up a red right now, picking up another darker color for the shadows and stuff. I can't quite see sections in between the oranges, but I can't really see that. It just looks so smooth, like mangoes. I think it's like a mix, whatever it is. I can't really think of anything else. What could it be? I have a color pencil which could be like it. I mean, it's different from what you see here. When you actually color, it kind of shows. Whatever, we just need to focus on, mixing everything. So I guess I'm painting a mango right now. So like there's this mango that pops up to you at like front, and there's one behind it, and the one behind is slightly duller and less saturated than the one in front. So I'm just mixing up a little bit browny orange for that, and coloring in the one behind. So like there's a bunch of reflections and shadings and a bunch of color transitions going on in the mango, so I'm just basically mixing up a bunch of new colors to like replicate and shade in the mango. Carefully place that there, and just a little bit more reflection thingies, adding the shade of the crust thing, and putting more color and saturation to the mangoes, and then make it look more shiny and blend everything in. Then time to paint the the blackberry. Make some purple, make it more dark. Add some more blue, I think, and then maybe just, I don't know, let's just plop it on there first. Add some more blue, make it more dark. More purple, more blue. I think that's enough, okay. I think that will make a good blueberry color. Plop it on there, make sure it blends out nice, make circular shapes and make it look like a blueberry. That looks like a blueberry, doesn't it? And put in the extra pigments and shadows and blah blah blah. Leave the space for the highlights, we'll do it later. Do you see the little guy hiding behind the raspberry and the blackberry? Looks like a little pomegranate-ish looking cranberry, I don't know. So many berries here. I think this grape has the right to be more prettier and candy-like looking. It just screams out cola candy to me. But it's a grape and it looks awesome, and I want to be able to replicate the same thing here, which is why I've been mixing up this paint in this pretty purple. I'm going over it, what I've done. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up in honor of the beautiful grape. Also, it helps more people watch my videos. Now it's time to, render or like paint or color in the crust. Honestly, this crust looks very tasty, but I don't like feel the same way while coloring it. Like one of my older videos where I like tried painting a donut, like for fun and trying out realism and stuff. I kind of gave up on the actual donut, like without the chocolate glaze part, because it was kind of boring to me. And also I don't know really how to render these things. I'm using more color pencil for the crust because it's more textured and hard, and it just has a bunch of texture in it, like holes and little cracks and whatnot. So yeah, I don't even know what I'm doing. I haven't really painted a lot of crusts or any kind of snacks really, so I am gonna be struggling for the next few minutes, I think. Probably, yeah. I just can't figure out certain aspects of this thing. It's like a brown, an orange, but it's actually not that saturated. It's like an orangish brown thing going on. Oh boy, oh no, it's too hard, So I think basically like the crust's gonna be very stylized and scribbly, while the fruit tart, all the fruits are gonna look very delish. Poor me, poor fruit tart. And me, actually. It's a little disappointing if I can't, well, make the fruit tart look like a fruit tart. I'm just really eyeballing these parts, like I don't even know. I'm just hoping to get a nice little result. But what I'm doing right here is just absolutely eyeballing things. Absolutely eyeballing them, yeah. I really just want to finish off the crust. Frustration, guys, it's frustration. But we do not want to spoil this by rushing it. So we do want to go a little slow, yet a little fast. That looks decent, doesn't it? Oh no, that doesn't look decent. I've never used color pencils this much before. Actually, color pencils are pretty fun. Like, apart from watercolors, I really love using color pencils. But I as you have noticed and as you've seen me work with these, I always like to dump in or plop on the base colors or most of the colors with watercolor and then go in with whatever it is. So I guess my fruit tart rendering skills are definitely better now. I mean, even if this thing doesn't end up looking super professional, I mean, it's still a big part of the art journey. Like, we spent a lot of time and mileage and stuff for it, and it definitely did improve my skills. So yeah, let's be happy for that. So this is the last few minutes of the video and also the last few minutes of this painting in my sketchbook, painting or illustration in my sketchbook. So I'm just really layering a lot of white on the kiwi on top of a lot of greens and just really eyeballing it. I'm gonna add some highlights and stuff. I know this painting could be, or illustration could be like improved a lot more on, like especially with the little art trick or hack I was following from my last video. I understood that I could like darken up certain areas and make it look more realistic and stuff, but I just didn't want to go into that perfectionism mode and dread finishing it and take it forever to finish. So I just just finished it up like that, and I'm not gonna make any changes to it now. It's done. I call it a finished piece, and I hope you like this video. If you want to see more of my art process and my art journey and art videos, make sure to subscribe and turn on all notifications so that you know when I upload. Hope you sketch yourself a rosy picture. Bye!